Hi, I'm Richard Hawkins. I am the professor of clarinet at the Oberlin Conservatory of Music in Ohio. I'm also the mouthpiece designer for the Backun. I grew up in Texas, went through the Texas band program, was drum major. Then I went to Interlochen as a student, actually, and then I went to the University of Michigan for my undergrad and my master's. And then I immediately got a job playing in the ballet orchestra in Philadelphia. Then I moved up to a place called Interlochen, again, to be able to teach at the academy for a number of years, where I taught some pretty amazing people. And in 2001, I think it was when I went to Oberlin. So I've been there now 20 years, and 21 years, actually. I sort of dedicated my life to teaching younger students, both in the high school level and the undergraduate level at Oberlin, because we don't have graduate students. And that's always a shock to everyone when they come to Oberlin, because the students are so amazing. They're just incredible players and people, and it's amazing that they're all undergraduates. I'm also a really big fan of the Backun Lumiere clarinets. I play the no, I don't. I play the Granadella. I played the Cocobolo mobile clarinets, but now I play the Granadella Lumiere. And it's fantastic clarinet, so in tune. And, one of the things that I would say I'm sort of inspired by on a daily basis is my students. I find they make me better. They make me, they inspire me to practice and find new repertoire and try to progress the instrument. So bring it on. I actually started on the violin. Not many people know that. I started playing the violin for a few years, and I decided that because all my friends were in the band and having a way better time, I decided I wanted to play a wind instrument. I went to the band director and I said, I want to play the saxophone. She goes, oh no, sorry. We've got too many of those. And I said, well, what about the trumpet? Oh, no. We got way too many of those. She said, what about the clarinet? And I said, what's the clarinet? And she took it down and she put it together and she had the mouthpiece backwards like this, and she made me blow into it, and she did the fingerings of it like that. And it sounded amazing. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And that's how I got hooked. That one moment, I got hooked on the clarinet. And then I discovered Pete Fountain, one of the great legends of New Orleans. And I loved the way the clarinet sounded when Pete Fountain played. And cycle of life and these things happen. And I started developing mouthpieces in late high school. And when I started working at LeBlanc in the mid-90s, clarinet designer and mouthpiece designer, I got to make a mouthpiece for Pete Fountain. And it was an amazing experience. My daily challenge is the love-hate relationship I have with the clarinet. Some days, it makes me incredibly happy. Other days, I don't want to look at it because it's really hard to make this thing sound good all the time. I find the clarinet extremely difficult. So I've sort of dedicated a part of my career to make that easier with making mouthpieces and designing mouthpieces for other people like Tim McAllister. I want people to always pick up the instrument and feel incredibly inspired to play it, and that is easy. I hope that my legacy in this career, in this life, is that people are good to each other. I think that is part of my teaching, and I think my students know that my path is important to them to be able to create this atmosphere that is supportive. And with supportive teachers, we create amazing students.